Randy Moss played with Tom Brady for 4 years. 2007 was perfect. 16-0 regular season, 18-0 heading into the Super Bowl. Moss caught 23 touchdowns, still a record. During Super Bowl week, the Patriots laughed at the Giants. Bill Belichick was cocky. Players thought they had it won. Then they lost, 17-14. Randy Moss, most talented receiver ever. Tom Brady, best quarterback ever. Greatest team ever built. And he never won a Super Bowl. Think about that. We're ranking 4 decades of NFL receivers. Who actually changed the game? The winner? Not who you think. The 1990s, Jerry Rice caught 22,895 yards. That's 13 miles of receptions. You could drive that. Michael Irvin brought diamonds and swagger. 2000s, Randy Moss and T.O. turned receivers into rock stars. Every touchdown was a show. 2010s, Calvin Johnson broke physics. Larry Fitzgerald broke our hearts. 2020s, Justin Jefferson makes nearly $100,000 per day, even in the offseason. The decade that changed everything? They made football into entertainment, and we love them more because of it. Crazy, right? First up, the decade everyone thinks should win, the 1990s, come in 4th. Jerry Rice's decade in 4th? I know. In 1995, at age 33, he caught 122 passes for 1,848 yards. Think about that. 33 years old, still destroying 22-year-olds. 3 Super Bowl rings, greatest work ethic ever. Used to catch bricks with his dad to build those hands. Michael Irvin, the playmaker. Diamonds in his ears during games. Designer suits worth more than cars. 1,603 yards in 1995. 3 Super Bowl rings with Dallas. Cowboys fans still worship this man. Until October 10th, 1999. 1 hit against Philly. Spinal injury. Career over at 33. Just like that. Gone. Tim Brown won the 1987 Heisman, played 16 years, 14,934 yards. Ultimate loyalty. Super Bowls won? 0. Never even made one. Listen to what he said. When you hit 35, you stop saying you want to win. You start saying, Lord, let me play in one. Chris Carter, cut by Philly for drugs and attitude problems. Found Jesus in Minnesota. Became automatic. 1994. Caught 122 passes. First player ever to hit 120. Did it again in 1995 with 122. Back-to-back records. 13,899 career yards. 0 Super Bowl rings. So why 4th place? They built everything, sure, but the game was still old school. Rice dominates because he played forever, but impact on the game? Other decades changed football more, but that's nothing compared to 3rd place. That's when money changed everything. 3rd place? Right now. The 2020s, when receivers started making stupid money. And I mean stupid money. Justin Jefferson, 26 years old, makes $35 million per year. That's nearly $100,000 per day, even when he's sleeping, even in the off-season. 7,432 yards in 5 seasons. Record for any player's first 5 years. The gritty dance? Kids in China are doing that celebration. But here's what's crazy. He's never even won a playoff game. $35 million. 0 playoff wins. 0. Jamar Chase, 25 years old, just got paid $161 million. That's more than 30 NFL franchises were worth in 1995. Triple Crown winner, 127 catches, 1,708 yards, 17 touchdowns. But check this. His college teammate was Justin Jefferson. LSU had 2 of the best receivers ever on the same team. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, ran over 23 miles per hour on a touchdown catch. That's faster than the speed limit in most neighborhoods. Had 1,799 yards in 2023, but dropped to 959 last season. He's 31 now, and speed dies first. Ask any sprinter. Devontae Adams, over 1,000 catches, $161 million career earnings. Played with Aaron Rodgers for 8 years, then forced a trade to Vegas to reunite with his college quarterback, Derek Carr. Never won a Super Bowl with one of the best quarterbacks of his generation. These guys are incredible athletes. more complete than anyone before, but they're prisoners of social media. Every catch gets analyzed. Every celebration gets criticized. So why only third? Money can't buy legend status. They haven't had that one moment yet. You know what I mean? Right now, only Tyreek has rings among these four superstars. Jefferson, Chase, and Adams, the three highest paid, still chasing their first championship. Now we get to the real heartbreak. Second place might make you angry.
The 2010s had freaks of nature.
Actual freaks. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, 6 feet 5 inches, 239 pounds, ran a 4.35 40, jumped 43 inches. Humans aren't supposed to be built like that, but Calvin was. His hands were so big, he could palm 2 footballs at once. Ridiculous. Coaches used to throw passes at his knees just to mess with him. He caught those too, because Calvin wasn't human. 2012, caught 1,964 yards. That record still stands. You know what Calvin did after that record season? Played 2 more years, made 2 playoff appearances, lost both times, and quit at 30. Just walked away. Most gifted receiver ever walked away because he was tired of losing in Detroit. Julio Jones, 13,703 yards, career average of 87.9 yards per game. For 11 years, he averaged almost 90 yards every single game. Remember Super Bowl 51? Patriots versus Falcons? Julio made that impossible sideline catch. 28-3 lead. Greatest comeback in sports history happening around him, and he watched it all fall apart. They lost. He's never won a championship. One of the best ever, 0 rings. Larry Fitzgerald, Larry Legend, 17 years, all in Arizona, 17,492 yards, 1,432 catches. Loyalty like that doesn't exist anymore. 2008, playoffs, greatest run by a receiver ever. 30 catches, 546 yards, 7 touchdowns in 4 games. Led Arizona to Super Bowl 43, lost by 4 to Pittsburgh. Larry was 25, thought he'd get another shot. He played 11 more years, never got back. His dad was a sports writer who covered Super Bowls for 30 years. Larry grew up at Super Bowls, never won one as a player.
Antonio Brown. This one hurts. 2013 to 2018, nobody was better.
Tony Toe Tap caught passes that should have been impossible. 2015, 136 catches, 1,834 yards, 10 touchdowns. Peak human performance. Then his life fell apart. Mental health issues destroyed everything, from All-Pro to Twitter meltdowns in 2 years. See the pattern here? These guys had the best bodies ever, most impossible athletic specimens. And what happened? Calvin Johnson, 0 rings, retired early. Julio Jones, 0 rings, traded twice. Larry Fitzgerald, 0 rings, never got back. Antonio Brown, 1 ring, lost his mind. The 2010s taught us something. Being great doesn't mean you'll be happy. But first place? They turned football into pure entertainment. The 2000s didn't just catch passes. They turned football into entertainment. Every touchdown was a show. Every interview was drama. And we loved it. They got it. Football wasn't just a game anymore. It was TV. And they were the stars, the main characters. Randy Moss, 4.25 40-yard dash, 43-inch vertical, could dunk a basketball flat-footed. 2007 with Brady, 23 touchdowns, still a record 17 years later. Patriots went 16-0, then lost the Super Bowl. But what made Moss a legend? He created a verb. When a receiver dominates someone, what do we call it? Getting mossed. His name became the word. His name became the word for receiver dominance. That's immortality. The Lambeau Moon celebration. The I play when I want to play attitude. Multiple controversies that made him must-see TV.
Terrell Owens, 15,934 yards, more than Randy Moss,
but you don't remember the numbers. You remember the Dallas Star celebration, scored on the Cowboys, 65,000 people booing, and he ran straight to their logo anyway. Unreal. The Sharpie celebration, pulling a pen from his sock to sign the ball. That's not football. That's performance art. That's my quarterback, defending Tony Romo with actual tears. Grown man crying on TV for his teammate. Raw emotion. T.O. was so controversial he skipped his own Hall of Fame ceremony. 0 rings, infinite memories. Marvin Harrison, the quiet assassin, 143 catches in 2002. Record stood for 17 years. His connection with Peyton Manning, 953 catches for 12,766 yards. Still the record for any quarterback-receiver combo in history. Nobody talked trash to Marvin. Know why? He was from North Philly. Different breed. Nobody messed with him. Torrey Holt, 6 straight seasons with 1,300 plus yards, still a record. Core of greatest show on turf. Him and Isaac Bruce, first receiver duo to both top 1,400 yards in the same season, both Hall of Famers. So why do the 2000s win? This decade didn't just play football. They invented modern football entertainment. They changed everything. Before the 2000s, receivers caught passes and jogged back to the huddle. After the 2000s, every touchdown became a celebration. Every receiver became a personality. Every game became a show. T.O. and Moss didn't just score. They performed. Made you remember them forever. Rice had better stats. Calvin had better size. Today's guys have better contracts. But the 2000s? They had magic. They turned heartbreak into legend. Moss and T.O. never won rings, but guys like Marvin Harrison and Torrey Holt did. Still, we remember the personalities more than the champions.
The 2000s created modern touchdown celebrations, receiver personalities, football as entertainment, the diva receiver template, social media before social media existed. They didn't just change their position. They changed the entire sport. The 2000s win because they turned football into entertainment, made us care about personalities, not just stats. But I know you're mad right now. Maybe you think Jerry Rice's 3 rings put the 90s first. Fine. Maybe Calvin breaking physics puts the 2000s 10s on top. Drop your ranking below. Tell me which decade really deserves the crown. I want to see the arguments. And share this with someone old enough to remember when receivers actually stayed with one team their whole career. We'll never get another decade like that. Talent, personality, entertainment, all mixed together. Subscribe for more NFL debates like this one. Or if you have a nostalgic streak, for the best sport on the planet.